Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 423 Football Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Bouchard, joined here as always by Brett Hamilton.
Yellow.
And if you listen to our previous show, you know we recorded these back-to-back. They're obviously a week apart, but we're recording them back-to-back because my job is requiring me to work basically nonstop for a good 7, 8, 9 days, which is great, honestly, because I'm loving what I'm doing, and it's absolutely fantastic. But again, very little free time, so that's why we are having to record some back-to-back. But today, we are going to do mock drafts. I'm going to do one at the same time Brett is, so we're going to have those going. Just a few things we want to talk about before we get going. I forgot to mention Robert Turbin in the last episode. Robert Turbin is being suspended. How many games? Is it
3?
3?
I think
it's 3.
I'll double check.
But yeah, Robert Turbin being suspended. Obviously, we've been extremely high on Marlon Mack. I think Marlon Mack is going to have a very, very good season, especially if Andrew Luck's back. He's going to be, honestly, I think he could be a 3-down guy. He can catch the ball. He can be a between-the-tackle kind of player. Frank Gore is no longer there.
Suspended 4 games.
4 games, so even more significant. I think Robert Turbin being out is going to really solidify Marlon Mack as the starter in Indianapolis.
All 3 of those guys. They have 3. I'm trying to pull up the Colts roster.
Yeah.
They've got 3 that are that could emerge as the prominent running back, I believe. And so I think Marlon Mack all 3 of them are going to have their shots to really prove something in the first 4 weeks. But I think Marlon Mack, especially after looking at his tape from last year, he's got the edge over the other 2 guys, and this could be a really good opportunity for him to maybe just stick with the role. I mean, if he proves that he can, be the running back that they want, why not?
Yeah, definitely.
Why not stick with it?
All right, before we get into the mock drafts, I do want to say, I know this is kind of like, it's off-season, we're midsummer, you're really not, a lot of people aren't focusing on football right now, so we appreciate that anyone that is listening, we appreciate that you are continuing to listen. Hopefully you stick with us throughout the off-season into the regular season. I know, right now, it's all, we got baseball going on, we got World Cup going on, which, that's been fantastic. So I know a lot of people haven't been focusing on football that much. We got, basketball, free agency going bananas right now with LeBron James, DeMarcus Cousins, all that. Wow.
That's my reaction to
that. Yeah, Brett doesn't care.
No,
he's all football.
Not into the
football.
NBA.
Football is definitely number one love, but gotta be well rounded. Gotta love that World Cup.
No, I'm not into the football either. That was a Deep Tracks King of the Hill reference. So thank you for all the King of the Hill listeners.
Okay, moving on.
Caught that.
All right. So again, just thank you guys for listening. So basically, mock drafts today. We're gonna do 2 at the same time. I think we both have them set up. 10 teams, standard scoring. What is it? What are the rosters again?
1 QB, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex, wide receiver, running back, or tight end, and 1 defense, 1 kicker that we have to draft, and 6 bench spots.
All right, sounds good. So, want to randomize our draft positions?
Yes.
Randomize.
6th.
4th.
Ooh.
All right, at least we got some diversity here.
Yeah, we're both middle of the pack.
Yeah, I'll take that. So let's go ahead and get into these things.
Well, let's just do it.
All right, so let's see. Mine went. Oh, this is a different setup than I've seen in the past. I guess they updated the app. You go ahead. Let me try to figure out what this is doing.
Okay. Let's see who went off the board. Okay, so I've got the 6th pick. So right off the bat, at the 101. They drafted Antonio Brown. Very interesting. And then Todd Gurley, Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, and David Johnson rounding out the top 5.
Yeah, and mine, Gurley went first, Zeke, and then David Johnson. So no Lev Bell in those first 3 picks. So that's who I'm taking. I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm taking Le'Veon Bell. I know Antonio Brown's there. DeAndre Hopkins is there. I like both of them, but I'm taking Lev Bell.
Mine is really interesting. This is actually like one of the weirdest spots I've had to draft in. Because overall we've got DeAndre Hopkins, Alvin Kamara, Odell Beckham, Saquon Barkley, Kareem Hunt, Julio Jones. That's really tough because I typically want that heavy hitter running back. There's a lot of risk in Kamara right now.
Kamara is a little. I still don't think he's going to have near the season he did last year.
6 is high for me to justify picking him.
Yeah, definitely.
But 6 is also high for a guy like Saquon Barkley, who's the next running back off the board, or who's going to be the next running back off the board probably.
What wide receivers are there?
DeAndre Hopkins, and Odell.
Yeah. This
is weird.
Yeah.
I may go DeAndre Hopkins though, which is very odd for me, but
I have no problem with that at all.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm not sold on the running backs at that spot because once you get past Todd Gurley, Lev Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, and David Johnson, there's a massive tier break in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with DeAndre. That's my first pick.
Sounds good. I guess I am up now. A lot of running backs went off the board. Kareem Hunt was the last one. Melvin Gordon, Dalvin Cook went. Alvin Kamara, obviously. T.Y. Hilton actually went before Michael Thomas in this one. I think that's a little interesting. So basically, I have some wide receivers available: Keenan Allen, A.J. Green, Devontae Adams. I like those. I'm glad I already have Lev Bell because Devonta Freeman I like, LaShawn McCoy I like, Jordan Howard I like. I don't love them. So I'm probably going to go with a wide receiver here. But who to pick? Keenan Allen, A.J. Green, Devontae Adams. And Doug Baldwin is there as well. I like all those a lot.
I feel like we're in a pretty similar situation.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm drafting from the 4, you're drafting from the 6, so it's not too far apart. I'm gonna go Keenan Allen. I'm gonna switch it up. I usually go Devontae Adams, obviously being the resident Packer fan, but yeah. I'm gonna go Keenan Allen. I really like the fact that I don't like the fact that Hunter Henry's hurt, but I like the fact that there are a lot of targets that are going to be coming Keenan Allen's way.
Yeah, I like that. I am in a position that I'm never in, as I don't want to draft a running back right here, but I drafted DeAndre Hopkins as my first overall pick.
Please go zero running back this draft. Please do zero running back.
It would definitely be interesting to see what it would be like because look.
Try it.
Because look at this. The players in this tier: Michael Thomas, Keenan Allen, AJ Green, Devontae Adams.
So basically, the wide receivers I had.
Yeah, all of those.
You have Michael Thomas too out there.
Yeah, that's why it's really hard for me. But
what's the number?
Keenan Allen and Michael Thomas is.
What running backs do you have available?
Not many. The next ranked one is Devonta Freeman. There's LaShawn McCoy.
See, that's the same thing, same situation.
Jordan Howard, but you already got a running back.
I know.
Your heavy hitter.
Do it. Zero RB.
I mean, honestly, there's no reason to, in my mind, to pick one of these running backs.
Take the best player available. That's what we preach. So,
but even then, Michael Thomas or Keenan Allen.
That's still a tough decision.
Or even I could throw Devontae Adams in there too.
Those 3 are probably in a tier. Those 3 and AJ Green, I'd probably put in a tier. Like together.
I'm probably going to go Michael Thomas. He was so reliable last year, and he didn't get the touchdown production, but I think that's going to go up next year.
Yeah,
I like him.
Nice wide receiver starting out the draft.
Man, this is so weird for me. My back is hurting.
Brett's tightening up over here. All right, so basically what I have available, A.J. Green's gone now, Devontae Adams gone, Mike Evans, Tyreek Hill, Devonta Freeman, LaShawn McCoy, so there's 2 running backs off the board. So the next running back available is Jordan Howard, and then we have...
Has Aaron Rodgers gone in your league?
No, I don't believe so. No quarterbacks yet. I'm gonna try to wait as long as possible to take a quarterback. If he's there in a round or 2, maybe. But right now... I think I can wait on some more running backs. Jordan Howard, I'm just meh on. Jerick McKinnon, I don't like. Christian McCaffrey, I like. Joe Mixon, I like. But I'm going to take Doug Baldwin because I really, really like Doug Baldwin and what he can do. Russell Wilson is a stud. Again, a lot of targets have been vacated. Jimmy Graham's not there. Paul Richardson not there. Doug Baldwin is Russell Wilson's go-to guy. So I'm going to take Doug Baldwin here.
Alas, there are still no running backs in the draft right here.
I love that.
Because I really...
there went Aaron Rodgers. No.
Okay. So what spot did he get drafted in yours?
Rodgers?
Yeah.
406.
Wow, he went at right in front of me here at 305.
Wow, that's really early.
Yeah, that is. Gronk went right ahead of him at 304. When did he go for you?
Where did Gronk go?
Yeah.
Gronk went 306, so about the similar spot there. And again, if you listen to our last show, we were talking about it was our tight end show, overvalued, undervalued, and Gronk was going about, I think it was 306 that was his ADP at the moment.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am sitting here with DeAndre Hopkins and Michael Thomas, and no running backs. So the next running backs in this, the next ranked ones, Jordan Howard, Jerick McKinnon, Joe Mixon, Kenyon Drake, Alex Collins, Darius Geis.
We're having very similar drafts, it seems like.
Yeah.
In terms of players available.
Yeah, and wide receivers, I really want to pick Adam Thielen right here. We've got T.Y. Hilton, Adam Thielen, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs.
What round are you in?
Third?
Oh, you're okay. You still have I've made one more pick than you because T.Y. Hilton went 205 on
really
in mine,
wow.
Which I think that's super early.
Yeah,
but I'd much rather have Adam Thielen, honestly.
And that's what I'm thinking because T.Y. Hilton. I mean, I totally believe in T.Y. Hilton. You know, we've got Andrew Luck back. If he's firing on all cylinders for all 16 games, then T.Y. Hilton is amazing. But I think Adam Thielen's going to have another just ultra consistent year, and he's just reliable. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. 3 wide receivers.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I just want to say
there's no running backs that I just really wanted right there.
Yeah,
I'm not huge into Jordan Howard. I know a lot of people are. That's just.
I mean, I'd probably be doing the same thing if I didn't already have Le'Veon Bell. So.
And Jerick McKinnon. I'm not. So I think that's too high for him.
Yeah, I just want to point out one of the AI team names on here. By the way, we're doing this on the Draft Wizard app. But yeah, one of the team names, Gotta Catch Jamal.
Okay, that's good.
That's incredible.
Which Jamal are they talking about, though?
Well, Jamal Charles is no longer a person. Well, no, he's no longer a functional running back, it seems.
Yes, but you would think that would be the reference because it's talking about his speed.
They're just using names.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out to Pokemon there.
But still funny.
But yeah, Jamal Williams. I get that person better draft Jamal Williams.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so my pick now. A few tight ends went off the board. Gronk, Kelsey are gone. Alex Collins and Kenyon Drake are gone. A lot of running backs off the board. Aaron Rodgers was the first quarterback off the board. I think there are 3 names that are standing out to me right now. I'm not looking at QB yet. There's a running back I want, Derrick Henry, or I could go Amari Cooper or Demaryius Thomas. Those are my favorite right now.
I would lean Demaryius Thomas.
I think I'm going to go ahead and take Derrick Henry because after that...
You only have Le'Veon Bell as running back.
Yeah, right? Le'Veon Bell's my only running back right now.
Well, I don't hate that then.
There are just... After Derrick Henry, there's not that many I like. Jay Ajayi I like. Darius Geis, no. Rashad Penny's a question mark. I like him, but still a question mark. Then we get into like Mark Ingram, Sonny Michel, Ronald Jones. That's just too scary for me. So I'm going to go ahead and take Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I like that. Pretty solid that he
Derrick Henry with a 37th pick.
Should be at least a first and second down running back on a good team. So
yeah,
I like that. Okay, so I'm sitting here with still no running backs. I have DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas, and Adam Thielen, which is amazing, by the way. I love looking at that.
That is beautiful.
But I'm sitting here with some empty spots at the running back position, so we might have to address that. So the next running backs are the ones in this kind of tier. We've got some big question marks. We've got Joe Mixon, Kenyon Drake, Alex Collins, Darius Geis, Jay Ajayi, which I may lean Jay Ajayi here. Rashad Penny, I would love if I had a more solid running back already. I would be very willing to reach for Rashad Penny because I do believe in him for this year. I don't know. Looking at the wide receiver options, we've got Stephon Diggs, Amari Cooper, Alshon Jeffrey, Allen Robinson, Demarius Thomas.
What tight ends do you have available? Would you be willing to take one there?
Let's see what spot.
You're in the 4th round.
Yes, I am at 4. I'm at 405 right now.
Or maybe a quarterback.
That's true. Only one quarterback is gone, so we've got.
I mean, you're already. Even like people hear the phrase zero running back, and they think that you have to wait till like the 10th round to start taking running backs. No. This is. I mean, that's taking 3 wide receivers right off the bat. That's about as zero running back as you want to get.
Yeah, that's a little bit risky. No, I'm not willing to take a quarterback for sure. Tight end options. The top 3 have gone.
That's all I need to know because I'm not willing to take anyone that early.
Yeah, I mean, then you're talking about Greg Olsen, Jimmy Graham, Evan Ingram, Delaney Walker, and Kyle Rudolph. I'm not willing to take those right here. So I think I'm going to have to go running back, even though I really like Demarius Thomas right here, but I got to address So I'm leaning Jay Ajayi. What do you think? Out of Joe Mixon, Kenyon Drake, Alex Collins, Geis, Rashad Penny, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, not bad.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'd go Henry because I think he's going to have a phenomenal year. But
even more than Ajayi? I think I'm going to lean Ajayi.
I mean, I mean, honestly, you could probably take Ajayi and then think about it on the turn. You might be able to get Derrick Henry as well.
I could. I think I'm going to go Ajayi.
Ajayi?
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
First running back for Brett.
Yeah.
All right, so basically my team right
Derrick
now...
Henry's gone.
Is he?
Yeah.
My team right now, Le'Veon Bell, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Doug Baldwin. And just as I was talking about Brett taking Jay Ajayi, I took Derrick Henry first, and then Jay Ajayi fell back to me. So I'm going to take Ajayi right here.
You're having the draft that I want to have.
And right after that, Demarius Thomas goes. I was thinking about taking him. Demarius fell a ton in this draft. He went...
Let's see, did he go for me? Let's see, Demarius.
5th round for Demarius. 506 is where he went.
Oh, I'm about to draft at the 506 spot, and Demarius Thomas is available.
Well, there you go. I will say Mark Ingram just went right after I took Ajayi. I don't expect him to be there. Ertz went. Marvin Jones went. Juju went. Russell Wilson was the 2nd quarterback off the board. So only 2 quarterbacks taken thus far in my draft. And then Dion Lewis. Why? 6th round.
Oh,
Dion Lewis picked before Royce Freeman, Evan Ingram, Darius Geis, Jarvis Landry, and a slew of others that have yet to be drafted.
I can't believe he went ahead of Darius Geis.
Just unfathomable. Oh god.
Okay, so are you done? Did you pick?
Yeah, I picked. I got Jay Ajayi.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you are definitely having the.
I love this team.
Yeah, I have Jay Ajayi. Interesting enough, Derrick Henry went right after Jay Ajayi went, but Rashad Penny is still available. Darius Geis is still available. Alex Collins.
Collins went super early in mine. Collins went.
Oh, really? That's different.
He went. Let's see. Where is it? Where are you? 405 in mine.
Wow, that is
before Aaron
really
Rodgers.
Early. That's incredible. So I'm either leaning one of the running backs or Demarius Thomas because Demarius Thomas is still available.
Still there?
Yeah.
Oh god, give me Demarius, man. Or I don't know.
But I have 3 wide receivers.
Yeah. I mean, you got a flex spot.
I do. Yeah. Darius Geis. I mean, I kind of like Darius Geis right here.
Over Penny?
No. I mean, I'm just spitballing. Lamar Miller's still there. I think that's too early for Lamar.
Yeah.
I think because I was already leaning towards Penny, I almost picked Penny over Jay Ajayi. I feel like now that I've got Jay Ajayi and I feel like his spot is solidified on that team, I've got a little bit of stability. I'm going to take the upside shot at Rashad Penny.
Awesome. That boy Penny.
Boy, it's really hard for me to turn down Demarius Thomas.
Yeah.
Though.
So what pick was that?
That was 506.
506. Okay, so now I am drafting at... Where am I drafting at? I'm drafting at 607. My last pick was Jay Ajayi. My running back... I have two running backs, or I have three running backs now. So one's... Ajayi's in my flex. So I'm leaning towards a wide receiver or a tight end. QB's available are Brady and Deshaun Watson and Carson Wentz.
What position are you in?
Huh?
What
draft position?
Yeah. I mean, what spot are you drafting right now?
607.
Wow, Tom Brady and Deshaun Watson are already gone, way gone for me.
I expect them to be gone once I make whoever I pick here.
Yeah.
I expect them to be gone. So Brady and Watson, I don't trust those really. Cam Newton's on the ECR. Cam Newton is next, and then Carson Wentz. So if I can snag Carson Wentz later, then I'll be thrilled.
Reason to get Brady
running backs.
Watson.
I'm kind of going to pass on tight ends right now. I might go ahead and take a tight end because there's a few wide receivers late round that I think will fall to me as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on Jimmy Graham. That's the first time first time I've gotten Jimmy Graham in any of my mocks, by the way.
Is Greg Olsen gone?
He was not. I took him in front of Greg Olsen.
Interesting.
Figured I'd be bold here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I mean, it's hard to doubt Jimmy Graham, but interesting. Okay, so you took Jimmy Graham.
Yep.
I am drafting at the 605, and I've got my roster is Jay Ajayi and Rashad Penny, DeAndre Hopkins, Michael Thomas, and Adam Thielen. Quarterbacks available: Cam Newton, Carson Wentz, Drew Brees, Kirk Cousins. Running backs:
Carson Wentz.
Lamar Miller is still available. Interesting. Dion Lewis, not touching him. Sony Michel, nope. Ronald Jones II, Royce Freeman still there.
Ooh, I like Royce.
Yeah, I might like Royce right here. Just because I really feel like I need to kind of heavy hit the running back position because I'm taking on a lot of risk with Rashad Penny and some risk with Jay Ajayi. And the wide receiver options available, Marvin Jones is still out there. He's kind of been overlooked.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, at 605. He's still there. And but I'm not sold on any of the other ones. He's the only wide receiver I would consider right here.
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking?
I think I might roll with the Royce.
Do it. The Rolls Royce?
Yep. I'm going to do it.
So what are your running backs now? Because this is basically zero running back strategy.
Jay Ajayi, Rashad Penny, and Royce Freeman.
Two rookies. I mean, a little bold.
Yeah.
And again, Ajayi is a little bit scary with his injuries, but honestly, you got a lot of upside, and you already know what your receivers are. They're going to be dominant.
I'm not worried about their wide receivers.
No, not at all. In mine, we got Tom Brady going.
Oh, this is perfect. Oh, I can't wait for my pick.
Tom Brady is gone. Deshaun Watson gone. Cam Newton gone. So there's three quarterbacks back to back to back. Sonny Michel gone. Thank you for taking that off the board. That's fine by me. Obviously, you just got a tight end. Carson Wentz is there. I'm tempted to take him in the 7th round, but I still think that's a little early. There's not many people, or not many players I like right here, though. The best running back available is Ronald Jones. Marlon Mack's there. I think they're both going to be able to fall. Receivers I like a lot. I don't like Crabtree. I don't like Funchess, really. Watkins I can dig with. Pierre Garçon I can dig with. Okay, I'm going to take a wide receiver because I already have Keenan Allen and Doug Baldwin.
Nice.
Might as well take another guy who I expect to get a lot of targets. I'm going Pierre Garçon. Pierre!
All right.
That boy Pierre. With Jimmy G, I think he's more underrated this year than he should be.
Yeah. I'm looking at the wide receivers available for me. Michael Crabtree, Devin Funchess, Chris Hogan, Pierre Garçon, Emmanuel Sanders, and Cooper Kupp, and Robbie Anderson. I'm not sold on any of those guys. Tight ends, all of them went down to Delaney Walker and Kyle Rudolph. I think I can still wait and end up with the Kyle Rudolph if I wanted to pick a little bit early. I'm in the 7th round, so I mean it's about time for Kyle Rudolph and Delaney Walker to go. Cam Newton is still available. and I still don't have a quarterback. It was interesting. Let's see. You said there was a player that you talked about that was gone for you. Dion Lewis, where did he go?
Super, super early. Where was that? Dion Lewis went 602.
Oh, okay, so I'm drafting at 706, and he's still available.
I still wouldn't take him.
No,
there.
I mean I'm not. I just thought that was interesting. But you know what I was thinking about? The last pick was either Royce Freeman or Lamar Miller, and I picked Royce Freeman. And get back around, Lamar Miller is still available.
Heck yeah!
At 706, so I'm gonna snag him. And if one of these rookie running backs doesn't work out, I can just sub him in.
That's solid. Yeah, that's a great strategy.
That is
there.
Totally fine.
See, you can find running backs with zero running back strategy.
Yeah, I can't believe he fell that far.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I understand the disappointment surrounding Lamar Miller. Trust me, I was a Lamar Miller owner last year, but I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, and a big thing when you're doing drafts, be aware of what other people have drafted, what other teams have drafted. Like, in this league, or in this mock draft, I don't have a quarterback yet, and there's only one other team that doesn't have a quarterback. So I can wait on these guys. Ben Roethlisberger is still available. Jimmy G, Luck, Rivers, Goff. There are guys available for me to choose. Obviously, Carson Wentz just went, and he just went. Wentz just went, and I can't go that route. But right now, my team is Le'Veon Bell, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Doug Baldwin, Pierre Garçon, Jimmy Graham, and Jay Ajayi. So I'm still pretty happy with my running backs, and I don't like the running backs that are available right now. Marshawn Lynch, Tevin Coleman, Rex Burkhead, just meh. There are more wide receivers I'd rather have. Corey Davis is out there. Jamison Crowder, Robbie Anderson, Randall Cobb. I think I'm going to go with Corey Davis. I really like the upside that he has. I think he could be a touchdown monster in that revamped Titans offense.
Yeah, no, I don't hate that at all. That's kind of yeah. No, I like that a lot. Okay, so you went with Corey
Davis.
Yes, Davis. So I'm drafting. Now I'm at the 805. I drafted Lamar Miller last, and then right after that, Cam Newton went. So we're down at Drew Brees is still available.
What pick is that? Or what pick are you at right now?
805.
805.
Yeah.
That's not terrible for where Drew Brees should go, honestly.
No, it's not. I mean, I would feel comfortable drafting him now. It's not normally my strategy, but zero running back strategy is definitely not me either. So, I mean, I could just see what happens.
It may be after this draft.
Yeah, maybe. I'll have to look at my team. But, interesting. So, the next guy's up. Dion Lewis is still there for me at 805. I'm not touching him.
Yeah, I still don't want him.
But I just wanted to point that out.
All right, yeah.
It's interesting, especially how high he went.
Yeah, not many guys are falling for me. They were earlier, but not anymore.
Yeah. So at the running back position, what we've got is Marshawn Lynch. Interesting. Tevin Coleman is still there. Marlon Mack. That's probably the tier break there. I'm not going any further than that, unless I can find a deep sleeper that I like. It doesn't look like it, unless I want to take a risk on Jamal Williams, but it's way too early for that.
Jamal.
So wide receiver options. Emmanuel Sanders is still there.
I like that a lot.
I do, but I also like Cooper Kupp.
More than Emmanuel?
I don't know, man. Cooper Kupp had such a huge portion of the target share last year.
He did. And
the most targets on that whole team.
I mean, I like Cooper Kupp. I think Goff is definitely going to be looking his way a ton this year, even more so than Brandon Cooks, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah, definitely for me, too.
But that's a little... I really like Demaryius and Emmanuel this year. I really like the fact that they have a quarterback again.
I think it's just weird for me because in most leagues most mock drafts that I've done, I've always ended up with Demaryius Thomas just for whatever reason. I usually take him a little bit earlier than most people. And so I never really look at Emmanuel Sanders because I always have Demaryius Thomas, and I don't want two wide receivers from the same team that early.
Understandable.
So yeah, maybe this will be the Emmanuel Sanders, because I'm not sold on the tight ends. We've got Delanie Walker and Kyle Rudolph and Trey Burton. And
Rudolph is still here on mine, by the way, and I'm in the 9th round, so
yeah, so I
might
don't
be
feel
available
like
still for you.
I don't feel like I have to, but I think I'm gonna go with Emmanuel Sanders. Maybe, and maybe that'll go with the strategy of, I'm taking on a lot of risk at the running back position. They've got a lot of upside potential.
Yeah.
But if even a couple of those guys don't work out, I can always flex Emmanuel Sanders and probably be okay for what I think Emmanuel Sanders will be next year.
Yeah, he'll be. That's a great flex option.
Yeah.
All right, so what I got right now, I picked Corey Davis again. I just realized I completely forgot I had Derrick Henry, so I have a running back and a wide receiver from the same team. I usually don't like doing that. I'm okay in certain.
Wait, go over that again.
I have Corey Davis and Derrick Henry.
Oh, okay.
So I don't usually like having
a
running back and a wide receiver from the same team. But
that usually doesn't bother me.
It does something. It's just a thing. Corey Davis.
Yeah.
I don't even have. He's not my starter at the moment. I have Allen, Baldwin, and Pierre Garcon. But Corey Davis, he could be a stud and maybe trade bait if anything else.
That's true.
But right now I'm looking at probably another running back at the moment. Mm-hmm. My wide receivers I'm okay with.
You already have a tight end, don't you?
Yes, Jimmy Graham.
Okay.
Randall Cobb already went, which I thought was kind of early. He went in front of Kupp, Crowder, Robbie Anderson.
Really?
Yeah.
He's still available for me.
Yeah, but yeah, he went super early, so I think I can still wait. And there's a few wide receivers, especially some.
There's some late wide receivers that I'm definitely targeting in most drafts.
Yeah, I'm gonna go running back here because running backs get very, very poor here in a few rounds. So I'm
you
gonna
still
go.
Don't have a QB, do you?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Marlon Mack, and I will take him with a smile on my face.
As opposed to a frown on your face.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've made a draft pick or two that I'm just like,
I don't even want to do it.
I'll tell you one that I can definitely remember was last year drafting Lamar Miller. I was like, I don't even want to do. I'm not happy doing this.
Yeah, I feel like I do that every year.
I went ahead and did it anyway.
Yeah.
So
Kyle Rudolph is still available for me, by the way, 10th round.
Okay, yeah, he and Delanie Walker are still available, and I'm drafting at the 906 spot right now. So, I could go tight end, and Delanie Walker or Kyle Rudolph, which honestly, that would be a really tough decision for me. If I wait, and both of those two guys, 3 teams in my league, including myself, don't have tight ends right now. So, actually, no. I think only one more because I think Evan Ingram went. Yep. So 2 teams. So I'm going to end up with Delanie Walker or Kyle Rudolph probably. So I don't think I need to go for him right here. Wide receiver options: Robbie Anderson, Jamison Crowder, and Randall Cobb.
I really like all 3 of those.
Yeah. So I think that's probably going to be where I lean here. Even though
the only thing when you do 0 running back, it's very, very risky not to because you have your solid. Obviously, you had your solid 3 receivers, and you even got Emmanuel Sanders. So after that, honestly, I'm at the point. Even though I like those receivers a lot, I'm at the point where I need to draft as many running backs as possible. If my entire bench is running backs, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's what I was. Going up to my running backs available. The top running back available is Marshawn Lynch.
Blech.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. That would be one of those that I wouldn't draft with a smile on my face. Marlon Mack is still there. Isaiah Crowell. Rex Burkhead. C.J. Anderson. Chris Thompson. Kerryon Johnson. And Jamal Williams. That's probably as deep as I'm going. So,
I just took
there's some really... But see, your team can handle that kind of risk. Marlon Mack might have the same role he has last year and just be, the flashy.
Yeah, but you're at the point now where you're not looking. There aren't many safe guys. You're just trying to find that upside. Because you have some decent, solid running backs. J.J. I think is going to be fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have 2 rookies, but you're looking at upside, especially when you're doing 0 running back. Upside is very, very key. You're trying to find those late round sleepers.
Yeah, and the QBs, we're down to the bottom tier QBs for me, so I'm not even looking at that right now.
I haven't even checked QBs in a while, actually.
I mean, once after Drew Brees, Kirk Cousins, and Matthew Stafford went, it's just all whatever after that. I don't even care. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Marlon Mack. I think his...
Mack attack.
I think his upside is pretty stacked. And I just wouldn't be happy drafting Marshawn. I mean, he had a decent year last year, and I think he's still going to be the go-to running back, even with Doug Martin there, but I don't really like it.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Back to my draft. Very interesting picks. Cooper Kupp went. Burkhead went. Des Bryant went. Will Fuller went. I don't really like... well, I think not in the 9th round, Will Fuller. I know we talked about him as one of our overvalued guys. Mm-hmm. I think he's already starting to... His ADP is already starting to fall.
Who did you say?
Will Fuller. Because he was wide receiver 29.
Yeah.
I like the guy, but not that high. Alan Hearns actually went pretty early here, which I expect that to continue happening. I think I'm going to go with a running back here. I got a few options, and I want you to tell me, because they're all three are very different players and in very different situations. We got C.J. Anderson. Obviously, he's in Carolina now. We saw what Jonathan Stewart did, even with Christian McCaffrey. I like McCaffrey a lot, but C.J. Anderson could be a very, very good number 2 guy. Mm-hmm. Jamal Williams might solidify a starting role, so that's definitely upside pick there.
Yeah.
And then we have Duke Johnson, who, even though Carlos Hyde and Nick Chubb are in Cleveland now, Duke Johnson is the pass catcher. I firmly believe he will be the third down back for that team. So, C.J. Anderson, Jamal Williams, Duke Johnson. What do you think?
If we were in PPR, I think I would lean Duke Johnson. But I think that I would probably go with Jamal Williams. I just want a piece of the running backfield in Green Bay.
Yeah.
And if that's what I got to do to get it, if Jamal Williams is the guy, because he could easily. I mean, we saw this last year.
Aaron Jones is still here, by the way, but
yeah, I know, but he's definitely not going to be useful for the first 4 rounds, and I don't think it's worth
2. It's only 2 games.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that bad.
Who had the 4 games?
Turbin.
Turbin, right? Yeah, he had 4 games. Okay, so 2 games isn't that bad, so he'll be rostered for sure. But it could, honestly, in all honesty, we're just speculating what that backfield's going to look like. It could be any of them.
Yeah.
I could see a world where Ty Montgomery is the lead back again. I could see a world where Jamal Williams earns that right in the first 2 games to start because he did well whenever he came in before he got hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with getting Jamal Williams right
Yeah,
there.
I think I'm going to go that route as well. And especially, like, if you have players that are really close like that and in your mind, I always say go with the guy that's on the best team, the best offense. And Green Bay is clearly have a better offense than Carolina's close, not really up to the Packers standard. And Cleveland, come on now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going Jamal Williams, adding some running back depth. There goes C.J. Anderson. There goes Duke Johnson. So that answers that question. And again, all those quarterbacks I said earlier, Ben Roethlisberger, Jimmy G, Andrew Luck, Rivers, they're still there. So I'm still waiting.
Yeah, that's the same situation for me. I'm at the 10:05 spot now. Randall Cobb went, unfortunately. I would have really liked that. But again, I don't really need wide receivers. Even I just, was leaning towards that. Delaney Walker did go in between picks for me. So the only other tight end that I would pick right here is Kyle Rudolph. And I'm probably going to go that route because of the risk I'm taking on at the running back position. I feel like if I can get a solid tight end that I can reasonably rely on week in and week out at the 10:05 spot, I feel like that's fine. I've got bench running backs already with Lamar Miller and Marlon Mack. I've got a bench wide receiver in Emmanuel Sanders. The running backs available are Isaiah Crowell, Rex Burkhead, C.J. Anderson, Kerryon Johnson, and Jamal Williams.
Burkhead's still there?
Yes.
I kind of like that.
I do like that as well. And honestly, I don't hate Kerryon Johnson.
That's a super, super upside pick right there.
Yeah, I know it is, but
because they are extremely high on him.
They are, but I also have 2 other rookie running backs.
That's true. 0 running backs though. I'm telling you, you gotta flood your bench with running backs.
So if I don't pick Kyle Rudolph here, I'm not getting a tight end that's solid.
I wouldn't say that. We talked in our last episode when we were talking tight ends. I mean, just you could use one of the late round flyers. You could be a streaming type of guy.
Which I did last year, and I'm fine. That's totally me.
I mean, I guarantee Jack Doyle, George Kittle, those are some late round guys. Cameron Brate, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. I mean, you can find guys down there in the later rounds.
Yeah, so I'll probably do that because I'm kind of a streaming tight end kind of guy anyway, even though I really like Kyle Rudolph, especially how far he's fallen into the 10th round. I think that's ridiculous because he's so consistent.
Yeah. He went in the back of the 10th in mine, by the way.
Yes, but I think, even though there's guys like Crowell, Burkhead, C.J. Anderson, Jamal Williams, Duke Johnson, I think even though all of those guys are available, I'm going to go Kerryon Johnson because I believe in what they're saying out of the camps and everything, that he's going to – I think he has a real role to play in that offense.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Boy, do I have some risky running backs.
0 running backs. I mean, it's like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty content on my running backs right now. I got Lev Bell, Derrick Henry, J.H.I., Marlon Mack, and Jamal Williams on my bench. There's not really many guys right now that I'd like to take. I mean, there's a few that I'd be like, yeah, that could work out, but nothing that really pops out to me. Aaron Jones is there. If you drafted Jamal Williams, would you like having both? Just a chance that you get one of them that hits.
I could see a world where that would be totally fine. Because what if Jamal Williams is the guy for the first 2 games, and then you're still holding on to him, but then Aaron Jones comes back and he just takes over that role like he finished out the year last year. Then you've got both your bases covered, and you've got the lead running back in Green Bay, no matter what.
True.
So I like that. I really like the idea of that. I would be fine with it, honestly.
Let's see. I'm trying to
especially
see
how many based on your team composition.
Yeah.
I think you're more than set to take on that kind of risk and kind of take a shot on that roster spot.
Yeah. I'm going to do something here because I have 3 bench spots remaining. I'm going to this is how when I do drafts I try to process. I try to think 3 rounds ahead of time. So this is, in an ideal situation, what I want to do here. I want to take Aaron Jones. I want Marquise Lee to fall to me in the next round.
I like that.
And then I want Calvin Ridley to fall to me in the next round. It's a little risky because, honestly, I'd be tempted to take Ridley right here just because I don't want to miss out on him. I think he's going to have a incredibly, incredibly huge year. But I'm going to try this. I'm going to go Aaron Jones, and we're going to see what happens.
All right.
Oh, running back. See, running backs are going off the board. Trey Burton's going off the board. There goes Luck, Roethlisberger. Marquise Lee went. Dang it.
Oh, man.
So I can still get Ridley. You go ahead with your pick, though.
Okay, so I'm at 11:06, and this is where the money's made. These late rounds. This is my favorite time because
time to shine, baby.
Yeah, because everyone knows how the first few rounds are going to go. But when we get into these deep diving, you throw ADP out the window. I mean, you're taking shots on guys that you believe in, you want to be successful this year, and you're just taking risks, and I just really think it's exciting. So, interesting enough. So, with my last pick, I got Kerryon Johnson. Calvin Ridley went at 10:06
wow.
in my league.
Honestly,
I mean, someone reached for sure. And
it's definitely a reach. That's why I'm all for being like Calvin Ridley is going to be a stud. I think honestly, my bold prediction was he's going to be a top 20 wide receiver this year. But you have to know when is a good time to take them for the value. Like if you know that he's going to be able to fall to the 12th round, like if you know the guys you're drafting with, you got to have knowledge of your league, what you're drafting with. If you are pretty positive that he's going to go in the 12th, then there's no need to take him in the 10th. You can find a better player there, or I wouldn't say a better player. You can find a player there and then still get Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, no, I definitely I like that a lot. I'm just in a really interesting position, and it's just blowing my mind how different this is from like every mock draft I've ever done. So Kyle Rudolph continues to drop.
Love it.
I am drafting at 11:06, and Kyle Rudolph is still there. Crazy, but Jamal Williams is also still there.
You got to go running back, man. You have to.
Yeah.
Just because how your
Jamal
team
Williams
is built.
and Aaron Jones are still there.
The running backs are
quarterbacks. I'm not even looking at.
The running backs are too significant to pass up. Even though, I love Kyle Rudolph for this year, but just the fantasy production tight ends have compared to running backs, it's not even comparable.
Yeah. Man, I like it, but okay, whatever.
Who are you taking?
I think.
I mean, it's up to you.
I know.
I'm not trying to draft for you.
No, I think we're gonna get Jamal Williams. Kyle Rudolph will for sure go, and I will miss out on that. But like I said, I'm not opposed to streaming tight ends. I'm totally fine with that.
Take them.
Jamal Williams off the board, and oh man, I was hoping Alan Hearns would fall to me, but he didn't.
Rudolph go?
Did he? Yeah, and Trey Burton.
Well, there you go. Well, I don't care about Trey Burton. I don't think he's going to have a big great year. Okay, so my pick now. My starting roster is basically it's basically locked up other than my quarterback, which I'm still going to wait on. Again, my strategy was going to try to do Aaron Jones, Marquise Lee, then Calvin Ridley. I got Aaron Jones. I'm going to go ahead and take Ridley here because I'm not going to miss out.
I can't believe how early he went in my league.
13th round in this one. That's where I get him.
13th. He went in the 10th.
Oh, and the quarterback I wanted is gone. There's still options, but Rivers. Because I like having the pairs. I have Keenan Allen. Yeah. I like pairing them up, but there's still some guys here that I like.
Yeah. I understand that. Okay, so. It's going to be tough. Okay, so tight ends. Well, I'm definitely sold on streaming tight ends at this point. Plus, I'm going to draft one that I think will be solid, but I'm definitely not in any hurry because every team has a tight end except for me.
Well, there you go.
So I can wait until my last bench spot or my last tight end spot, my last spot to take that. So I've got one bench player left. So this is the last flyer I'll get. Man, it is tough. So. I mean, there's some deep dives on the running back position. There's still some wide receivers that I'm not opposed with. Cameron Meredith, I think he has a lot of upside potential.
Yeah, definitely.
Paul Richardson, I know I talked about him in our undervalued wide receiver.
You and Paul.
Yeah, I like Paul Richardson a lot. Chris Godwin, you know.
I do know. That's a solid sleeper pick.
Yeah, so I mean those are definitely some wide receivers that I'm considering right here. At the running back position, Ty Montgomery's still there. Corey Clement as a handcuff to
Corey. I like Corey a lot
because I think he's more than a handcuff, but he also would serve as a handcuff for me.
Yeah,
on my team.
That's nice, actually.
Yeah, those are probably the ones. Ty Montgomery and Corey Clement would. Oh wait, no, I got Jamal Williams, so wouldn't have to go for Ty Montgomery.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go Corey Clement.
Not bad.
I like that. I like that a lot. There's the wide receivers there are tough to pass up.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I like where.
All right, my draft right now. I just took Calvin Ridley. I will say because there was a run of quarterbacks where Luck went, Roethlisberger went, Phillip Rivers, Jimmy G went. So I'm down on quarterbacks. I want to say Marquise Lee went literally right before I took Calvin Ridley. So I that kind of messed up my combo. And then DJ Moore went before Calvin Ridley and Marquise Lee. I still don't understand I like DJ Moore. I think he's talented. I don't like the situation because Cam Newton's his quarterback.
Yeah.
And how on God's green earth he is being looked at as a better fantasy option than Calvin Ridley. I don't get it. I don't think DJ Moore is...
I wouldn't draft DJ Moore over Marquise Lee. I really like Marquise Lee as a late round wide receiver. DJ Moore, there's just too much risk there.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't see DJ Moore being even a top 30 fantasy wide receiver. Maybe I want to say maybe not even top 40. But Calvin Ridley, I definitely think he has a good chance of being, like I said, top 20.
Yep.
So now I'm going to take a quarterback here. There are a few guys I like. Goff is still there, Matt Ryan, and Marcus Mariota.
So Phillip Rivers is gone for you,
yes.
and Andrew Luck is gone?
Yes, and I'm in the 13th right now. So
okay.
Goff, Ryan, and Mariota. I like the pairs, so I have Ridley, so maybe Matt Ryan. Mariota, I already have Derrick Henry and Corey Davis, so I might as well complete the trifecta. Goff I like a lot, too, but I think they use the running backs a little too much for my liking, and I think Goff is going to have a little dip in fantasy production. Mariota is so inconsistent, though. That's what scares me.
Yeah.
All three of these are kind of scary. But again, if I take one of these guys and it doesn't work out, there are streaming options later in the season. Tyrod Taylor, I think, could be a decent streaming option. Case Keenum, definitely. Eli Manning, Blake Bortles. I mean, those are guys that probably aren't going to be drafted in these leagues.
Yeah.
Goff, Ryan, or Mariota. That's so tough for me. God.
Wait, between who?
Goff, Ryan, Mariota.
I'm still not sold on Mariota completely. I think that pick would pose a lot of risk for me.
Yeah.
I really like... I don't hate Matt Ryan at that point.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna just switch it up. I'm going Goff. I'm gonna go Goff.
Matt Ryan and Jared Goff. You could interchange them for me, and
they're very close.
I'm totally fine with picking either one of those.
I think Ryan's gonna have a much better season than he did last year.
That was definitely a down year for him.
Yeah, down year, and he's got more weapons this year. So
yeah, I think just the team in general is gonna be better.
Yep. So who you got?
Okay, so I'm in the 13th round, and 3 teams in my draft drafted 2 tight ends. So I'm like down to the bare bones tight ends. But, okay, so this is interesting. My 2 spots left, I've got to pick a QB and a tight end. I've filled my bench, and kicker defense always comes last. Everyone knows that. But I'm really, really happy with the QB and tight end options available. And you're going to be so jealous. At the 1306 spot, Phillip Rivers is still there.
Damn.
And at the tight end spot, Jack Doyle is still there.
I wish you had like back to back. I wish you had the turn picks because that'd be a steal.
Well, I know for sure that everyone has a QB in my league, and I think
they'll take 2.
Yeah, I know, and Phillip Rivers has dropped so much that I'm afraid to lose out. So I feel like Phillip Rivers is a guy that I'm going to be able to rely on. Jack Doyle, as much as I like him, it's still a more risky pick. So I think I'm going to go Phillip Rivers here and just cross my fingers that Jack Doyle gets around to me.
Yeah.
And did he? Did he? Oh. He did.
Nice. All right, well, I'm in the 14th right now. Right off the board, we got Matt Ryan went, Dak Prescott went, a bunch of tight ends, O.J. Howard, David Njoku, Tyler Eifert, Brait. DeMarco Murray went. Still don't know where he's going to be this season. But at this point, I have 1 bench spot remaining. What are your thoughts on taking 2 quarterbacks?
Because you took Goff?
I'm both of us are taking quarterbacks super late.
Yeah.
I got Goff.
Yep.
Mariota is still there.
Okay.
So I'm kind of intrigued on that. Now, running backs, there are a few names that I like. Ty Montgomery is still there, but I already have Jones and Williams. I really don't need...
Just take the trifecta.
Just take the trifecta. Latavius Murray I actually like quite a bit.
That's not bad.
I expect him to have a lot of red zone carries. And then I have Jay Ajayi already, and Corey Clement is still there.
Ooh, man, and I already took Corey Clement as my kind of handcuff to Jay Ajayi.
Yeah.
Corey Clement or Latavius Murray.
And wide receivers,
there's always flyers you can take on wide receivers.
But there's always free agents you can take. Pick up too, and that's why I think I'm going to stay away from that. You want to hit
so many wide receivers that you could pick up.
Yeah, you want to hit on those running backs early in the season so you can get some trade bait going on. So I'm going to go Corey Clement. I think that's the right call here.
For me, it would be definitely between Corey Clement and Latavius Murray.
Latavius went right after Corey.
And since I took Corey Clement in when did I take him? 12th round, and Latavius Murray is still available in my league. Mm-hmm. I think that's fair. I mean, that's the same decision I made. I picked Corey Clement over
Mariota's still here, so he's going to actually be a streaming option once this draft is over.
Wow, and that's totally fine. I mean, I think you'll see a lot of that. It's the same thing in my league right now. So, tight end, I think, I mean, it's Jack Doyle for sure.
Jack Doyle rules.
Just to give you some ideas of who else is available. This is one of the strategies is waiting late for a tight end. I didn't go for the top 8 or 10 even. I've got an option between Jack Doyle, O.J. Howard, and Cameron Brate, Eric Ebron.
Make Cameron Brate again.
Charles Clay, Jared Cook, ASJ, which I like. I like ASJ and I like Jared Cook a little bit more. Than like Eric Ebron, obviously.
Yeah.
And O.J. Howard and Cameron Brate, they could Cameron Brate has the propensity to finish as a really a top tier tight end, but I think I'm going to go Jack Doyle.
Jack Doyle rules.
I like him, and he was almost my pick in the last round, so I'm fine with where he fell to.
Yeah. Do you just have kicker and defense left?
Yep.
All right, yeah. So I just went ahead and finished out my draft doing kicker and defense. I'm not going to tell you the draft grade because it's complete just garbage. Not garbage as in it's a bad grade, as in it means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So don't even worry about those. So basically, my roster, I think the only really weak link I have, and it might not even be a weak link, is QB because I waited so long. I got Jared Goff. But again, Mariota is available for streaming if I need him. So I have Goff, Le'Veon Bell, Derrick Henry, Keenan Allen, Doug Baldwin, Pierre Garcon, Jimmy Graham, Jay Ajayi. And then I got the Eagles defense and Jake Elliott. So that's my starting roster.
Nice.
Bench have Corey Davis, Marlon Mack, Jamal Williams, Aaron Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Corey Clement. So I went crazy on Eagles, Packers, and Titans players, it looks like. I got four Eagles players, 3 Packers, and 2 Titans. So, yeah, I'm loading up on specific teams, apparently. And I'm really not worried about bye weeks. I can figure that out as it goes along. There's plenty of time to do that, especially weekly options. But yeah, that's my team, and I'm super, super content with what I have here.
Well, you never believe it, but my iPad just died.
No! No!
I was at 3% and it died.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, I can plug it in really quick. Brandon, you talk for a second.
I'm just praying that it didn't lose the rosters because we're going to put these on Twitter.
No, I think we're good. I think it'll come back up to the webpage whenever I plug it in. But just give me a second.
Well, hopefully. But yeah. So basically, just when you're drafting, I know we've been talking about just certain draft strategies, picking players based on value, because that's the key. If you really want to win your league, then that's usually how it's done. But especially when I talk to people about fantasy football, I don't do it because I'm just trying to just win all this money, try to put my head into it, and just basically be a machine of what rankings are and try to build this perfect team. I play fantasy football, and everyone should, because it's fun. If you are in a draft and you want all your players to be, for me, I'm a Packer fan. If you're a Cowboy fan, if you want all your players or a lot of your players to be Cowboy players or Packer players, I know every year in our league of record, I take Aaron Rodgers with my number 1 pick, first round, every single time, and it puts me at a disadvantage, but it makes it more enjoyable for me knowing that I can watch my team every week because I love fantasy football. I love it with a passion. That's why we do this. But my team, just how I grew up and watching the Packers, and it's the same for a lot of people out there, whatever team it might be. It's just I'm so tied into that. I always put my team first before fantasy. I've done stupid stuff, and I know a lot of the guys in our league, if they were on here, Kevin in the past, Steele, Peyton, even Brett, they'll tell you, like, I do things like, again, taking Aaron Rodgers first round. I've traded way too much for Jordy Nelson. I did that last year. Anytime I have players on my team, say if I have Le'Veon Bell and the Steelers are playing the Packers, I'll sit Le'Veon Bell for that game. It's just how I function with it. It's just how I do it, and I don't do that in every league. It's just that specific league. That's the one I put my heart and soul into. Did you get your iPad up and working?
Yeah, but
is it gone?
Yeah.
No,
but I can totally remember what it was. I mean, I can go through it. Just let me get back into the draft simulator and let me look at the player list. And
I know. Okay, let's see. You had DeAndre Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Michael Thomas,
and
did you have Keenan Allen?
No.
Who are your three Adam Thielen.
Adam Thielen, yeah.
So those are your three stud wide receivers.
Okay, so that was let's see. Okay, DeAndre Hopkins and Michael Thomas.
Yeah, Michael Thomas, Adam Thielen. Quarterback was somebody. Rivers. You took Rivers, right?
Rivers, yeah. I got him super late.
Running backs, you had Ajayi, right?
Yes.
Did you have Derrick Henry or no?
No, I got Ajayi and
Rashad Penny.
Because
you took Royce Freeman. Because I know, you took rookies like crazy.
Yeah.
They were going like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And then you got Kerryon Johnson.
Yep.
Who was your... you had Emmanuel Sanders too, right?
Emmanuel Sanders.
God.
My tight end was...
It's hard to remember.
My tight end was...
Jack Doyle.
Jack Doyle.
So that's your starting roster, right? You got that?
Yeah. Yeah, I got my starting roster. Because Penny and Royce Freeman was my...
Okay, anyway. We're taking...
Royce Freeman was a flex.
Yeah, we're taking too long in this. We'll figure out the rest of the roster and we'll put it on Twitter. Obviously, we hopefully recovered most of this, but we'll let you guys vote on it on Twitter here in a few hours when we post that. So make sure you follow us on Twitter at the 423football to get on there and vote and see who has the best roster. Again, it's kind of hectic with me working at the moment, long hours, don't really know when I'm going to have free time. This will obviously get us through a little bit. Next week is going to be another question mark. We'll try to figure out when we're going to record for that, but we will definitely have a show at some point. We're not going to leave you guys hanging, so definitely keep listening. Get everyone else to listen as well. So again, follow us on Twitter at the 423football. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and YouTube. Give us a like. Leave your comments and reviews. Share us with the world. Thanks for listening. We are the 423 Football Podcast.